Hey everybody, welcome to Music Worth Buying. This is Robert Kinsler. I'm actually flying solo this week. I just got back today from the Stagecoach Festival, and previously I'd been out in Indio, California at the second weekend of Coachella 2016. So it's been a couple of very busy weeks for me. Lots of heat, lots of wind and dust. Still having a little trouble recovering there and a lack of sleep, but I wanted to share with everybody kind of my experiences, not necessarily with the big headliners like Guns N' Roses at Coachella or John Fogerty of Creedence Clearwater Revival at Stagecoach. I've talked about them previously. What I thought I'd do is talk about some of the new discoveries that I got to enjoy at both festivals. Let's start with Coachella since that played out first. On day one, I got to see in the afternoon, I got to see a great blues, gospel, R&B singer named Mavis Staples. Now, Mavis is 76 years young. She was actually probably the oldest performer out at Coachella, and she was just terrific. The audience, obviously much her junior at Coachella, which appeals to a younger audience, just loved her, packed the tent where she was playing. She did some great gospel material, some great blues material, and she was actually had been on Prince's label for a while, and since this show was the day after Prince died, actually she did her and her band they did a little bit of Purple Rain, which was a really fitting tribute, and kind of got off the weekend on a kind of special moment. Some of the other bands that I caught on day one that I was really excited about was a British band called Foals. Kind of a lot of people in the know are Foals fans. They're a British band, delivered a really great, powerful set out on the main stage at Coachella, and just loved them. Later on, that same night was the Icelandic collective of Monsters and Men. I had previously seen them at Coachella, but here they came with, in the wake of a second album release, just terrific. They played when the sun was going down. It was really magnetic. You couldn't help but be moved. The sunset, their kind of ethereal sound with the male and female vocals, and kind of just an otherworldly kind of experience out there. On Saturday, the second day, I got to see for the first time live Go-Go Penguin, which is it's a British jazz trio. They're all young musicians, but they definitely make jazz cool again for maybe kind of the Coachella generation. Just played a set completely of instrumentals, but just terrific. I can't say enough good things. Go out and get their new album. It's really good. Another new band I saw, this band I didn't know a lot about until I had seen them on the Coachella live stream the previous week. They're called DMAs. They're from Australia. Just very good. People still mourning the loss or the breakup of Oasis, check out DMAs. I think you won't be disappointed. Also, Pete Yorn's been around a while, I think since around 2001 or so. I'd never seen him. Just amazing. What a great singer, great songwriter. There's just a personality he brings to his performance with his band. Just very powerful. Some of the new songs on Arranging Time were just terrific, and he played on day 3 of Coachella. That's some just quick recommendations. I mean, there was a lot of great performances there, but those are some of the, just from a high level, some stuff that just stands out to me right now. Fast forwarding to this previous weekend with Stagecoach, again, this is a very different festival. Primarily, they book some classic rock acts, contemporary country hit makers, and some of the classic country artists that are still around. For me, some of the people I hadn't seen before, Emmylou Harris, top of the list. I mean, I've been a fan since I discovered Graham Parsons a number of years ago, but I've never got the chance to see Emmylou Harris. Just fantastic. She did a mix of her songs by the likes of Neil Young. Just a terrific set. Just totally acoustic set with her and a small trio, and just some nice layers and textures. It just really fit her distinctive soprano voice. Just terrific. I had not seen Austin honky tonk champion Dale Watson, and can't recommend him enough. I guess he's a legend in Austin, but I was not familiar with him before Stagecoach, and just loved his set, loved his baritone vocals, and kind of the authenticity he brought to his set. There was another young band named Susto, and hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. again, just kind of struck me that, like, they had a song, Cosmic Cowboy, kind of railed against kind of the cliches about people from the South and that kind of thing. Just made quite an impression on me. Another young band out of New Orleans, actually, called Des Londes, and I'm probably mispronouncing it. I think it's Deslondes. Again, they had a great sense of humor, just a great knack for coming up with memorable songs, great vocal harmonies, the way that they did different instruments and kind of did a presentation, just I thought was really terrific. And again, circling back maybe to bring this to a close, going to festivals can be difficult. I mean, the weather is a challenge, parking, getting a place to stay unless you want to camp. There's lots of challenges about going to a festival, but there's really no other place where you can see so many great live acts in such a short amount of time at one time. And you're always going to discover something new. If you just sit in one place, you may not do that, but don't be afraid to get up, move around. If you're watching something that doesn't connect with you, there's another stage where there's possibly an artist that will touch you and stuff. So again, this is Robert Kinsler with my very quick recap of both Stagecoach and Coachella. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. Go to musicworthbuying.com to check out other videos and reviews from both TJR and yours truly. So with that, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you soon.